Let us see what's going on here. What's going on? This is Shango Ray, aka Real Deal Ray, your intuition's mouthpiece when that monkey mind wants to take over, and it's going to. You can bet on it. Okay. This is where I, Shango, meet the Zodiac, and we have a kid. It's called the Shangodiac, psychic card reading for the zodiac signs. We're dealing with Leo. Leo. Never mind this one. We're gonna stop this. See what we're doing. What's going on? This is Shango Ray, aka, that's right, Real Deal Ray, your intuition's mouthpiece when that monkey mind wants to take over. Sometimes this microphone be all by my nose and shit. I don't want like that, especially if like I ain't trying to hear no whistling and nothing, shit. That's not my style. But anyhow, this is where I meet the zodiac, and like I said, we pound it out, and we and then we have a kid, and then it's called the Shangodiac. Okay, this is for the zodiac sign. And matter of fact, today is July 2nd. Independence Day is on its way. Those of you who did participate in the 9-day ritual this past May, your mojo bags should be coming. I'm going to make a video tomorrow detailing how you can activate it and begin to use it. Remember, a mojo bag of gree is also a spell in a bag. So whatever your purpose was for even joining the 9-day ritual, and of course, like, share, subscribe, and thrive. Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. Okay, in that order. All right. Let's see here. That way you get the notification. You gotta hit the bell button. You gotta lick that bell button. Okay. Period. Point blank. Okay. So let me see here. All right. So we're about to begin here. Without further to do. All right. So before I kind of did like a little brief meditation or whatnot. But before we get started, let me give me something. How about that? Give me something. Tell you what. Blow on the deck of cards here. Blow on the deck of cards. That is right. Bow. All right, we're ready now. We're ready. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to look at the influences that led our lovely lions up to this point. Okay? And then we're going to look and see what are some of the hidden influences right now that you're just not aware of. Okay? Because if you was aware of them, they wouldn't be hidden, right? And then we're going to look at, from here on out, where are the areas of influence that will give you the most leverage in your life right now or in your spiritual journey. Okay, so let me just see here. Amanda Bryant, oh, you so sweet, mama. You so sweet. You know that you're the lone ranger here at the party. I guess everybody has jobs or something, you know. Well, I appreciate you being here though. You got to know that. Okay, let me do this and I shall return to the comments, and then we'll see what's going on. Okay, so show us what's going on for Leo. Show us what's going on for Leo. Show us what is going on. What is the deal for the lions, huh? For the kings of the jungle, the kings and queens of the jungle. What's going on? It is summertime is in full effect. Okay, shit's getting hot. Well, for some of us, okay, some of us it's raining and still cold as shit. You should probably move. All right, all right. So let's see what's going on here. One more shuffle, and then we'll get right to it. Bang it out. Bang it out. Bang it out. All right. Only the truth I say. I say. Okay, so like I said, this is a 9 card spread that we're doing here. Okay, very interesting stuff here for the Leos. For the Leos, Leo DiCaprio's. All right. Um. Okay. First thing is popping up here. Definitely popping up. Actually, a couple things, but it's gonna be. I see a lot of shits going on here for you there, Leo. Especially, I feel like a lot. One of there's some emotional shit going on. Okay, I feel the energy of motherhood. Okay, behind this particular energy right now. So obviously, what this is dictating to me is that some of you guys, some of you Leos, have been having quite a challenging time with your mother. Okay, this is a certain demographic of Leos here that are coming through. I feel like there is just a whole. It's always been with moms. It's always been. Sometimes it's like, for you in particular, almost my heart basically almost goes out because it's like, in many respects, mom has almost been your worst enemy, from a human perspective. Okay, even though yes, she is your mother, and it's like she just makes it extremely hard to love her, and you want to love her because you're a Leo. You guys are very emotional. You know, when you guys love very hard. Okay, so and you know what? This is also coming through here. There's somebody who you wanted to go follow your shit. You wanted to do your thing, and it was some type of creative venture or some type of um, it had something to do with creative forces. Could have been something about writing, could have been something about music, something with the art or something like that. But I feel like also the fallout was about your choice and what you wanted to do. Okay, and that's for I really feel that some for somebody in particular. Okay, um, you might have even succumbed to that in the past. Okay, or you just kind of went along to get along as far as right now, just because for whatever reason. Maybe you didn't feel like being homeless right now, so maybe she would kick you out or something or whatever. So, but I do feel like this is there's of course there's definitely also elements of a spiritual initiation going on here. All of this is a spiritual initiation, not just what you want to do or not just any of that. It's like the whole thing, the whole kit and caboodle. Okay, it's all wrapped up in one: the good, the bad, the ugly, the shitty. You know, it's all part of this spiritual initiation for you. Of course, as I've always mentioned before, spiritual initiations do always include the letting go of something, the shedding of something, also the death of something. It's just like when you have the life of something, almost invariably they're 69 in each other. Okay, it's like they're inseparable. All right, they're inseparable. Those two aspects, those two polarities. Okay, so life and death, life begets death, and death begets life, and that's just the way it is. You know, so um, for the other demographic, before I move on from that, there's actually a few other ones here. Um, so there are some of you right now who are actually having problems with your own children. Okay, you might be viewed as some terrible witchy whatever, but you really just trying to be cool with your or trying to be a good mother as you see fit. Okay, there was also somebody out there who lost a child. Okay, I'm really getting something like more along the lines of the child didn't wasn't even born, or you were pregnant but now you're not. Okay, that could have also been from abortion too. Okay, but where there was going to be a child, there is no more. Okay, and maybe you also succumb to pressure to, or you know, whoever the father was not having it or whatnot, and you kind of got swayed to do it, and that might have been also affecting you also. Definitely there's a lot of emotion here though. This queen is reversed. Okay, this queen is well, as you see, I made it, so she is reversed. All right, so please keep that in mind also. Now we are moving right up into these hidden influences here. What the fuck is going on? And nothing is more apropos about hidden or influence than our friend Trickster, the Joker. Okay, and it is Monday today. Ashe Elewa. Okay, Ashe. Ashe, Papa Legba, Ashe, Papa Candelo. All right, Papa Candelo Sedife. All right, all the SUs, shit, you name it, down the line, you know. Eshuelegwa, Eshuelegwa, Eshuelegwa. Okay, so I'm gonna start here. Okay, this is your glass ceiling that you've been smacking up against. Okay, I can see the glass ceiling. I can hear your cheek going. You know, you're just smacking up. Now this has been for some time. Okay, now obviously there's a lot of Leos that's going to be seeing this video, and for each and every one of you, it's a different glass ceiling. Don't fucking matter. Okay, you know what your glass ceiling is. You know, this is also representing to me coming as far as symbolically as a cliff of destiny in a way. Okay, now the cliff of destiny, there's no really climbing down it. Okay, you either stay on the edge, go back where you were, or you jump. Okay, so this is about the jump, and I feel like many of you lions are going to jump finally. Okay, now please do not get caught up in a romanticized fantasy about what's going to happen after you jump. How it's not like if you jump, they will come. You know, I mean, yes, they will. Okay, and when I say they, I mean your guides. Okay, that doesn't mean you're not gonna have some bumps. That doesn't mean you're not gonna, have some bruises or some scrapes. Okay, because that is a part of the whole fucking thing too. Let's not get it twisted. Okay, there will be that. It's never ever in anything you do, whether it's spiritual, whether it's something mundane, something business, something whatever. It's never going to work out like you think it is. So you might not even want to bother thinking that you think that you know, because you might be setting yourself up for disappointment, and that disappointment is what is going to fuck many of you lions. Okay, you guys are notorious for them extreme highs, um, but then some of you anyways, when the rug is snatched out from under your feet, you guys go crashing against the rocks. You know what I'm saying? And then you guys are also known for extreme emotional dips. Okay, but this is the card of the jumper. Okay, maybe in tarot it's also related to the fool. Okay, and I've heard a lot of different explanations. I don't know a whole lot about tarot per se. Okay, but I know about that card. And if you notice, the card has a little dog. Sometimes he's like biting the guy, the fool, his leg, while he's just haphazardly walking off a cliff. Some say the dog is trying to stop you, this and that. I tend to view this dog as like your conscious mind. You're about to jump into your abyss, okay? And your conscious mind, the little dog that likes to jump around, also known as the monkey mind, okay? The one that wants to talk you out of doing shit that you want to do because it's trying to keep you safe, but at the same time, whatever. Um, I don't even know why I brought that up, but yeah, he's the jumper, man. He's the jump. All right, he's the guy on the edge. All right, so he's definitely the guy on the edge. Now, I'll tell you this right now, Leo. Some of you are dealing with some people and they're not stand up. They are not straight up. They are lying to you right now. They're deceiving you. They are doing covert shit behind your back. Okay? There's a Leo out there. You've been working a lot. Okay? There's somebody that you've been seeing. You guys are supposed to just be seeing each other, but this other person is not just seeing you. Okay? So I feel this heavy, heavy energy. And matter of fact, I will say, you have been also noticing subtle changes in this person's behavior from maybe now between like months ago, whenever or whenever shit was a lot sweeter, but for some reason things have been floating up into your consciousness and you're not understanding why, and you don't want to start getting all jealous and like, and you're also questioning yourself thinking maybe I'm paranoid, but you're not paranoid. Now this may require some investigation on your part, or it may, and even doing that may make some of you feel like, I'm simping, and what the fuck am I doing? Like, but sometimes it's better just to know. It's better to know what the hell you're dealing with and who you're really dealing with. Because some people like to cast those illusions, and Leo, sometimes you guys are just too friendly. Sometimes you guys are too open. Okay, I can already see that happening with my son. He's 2 years old. I'll be in a store with him and he wants to fucking start chatting up people. Hi. And I'm like, look, I'm not trying to have this conversation with this person over here. Like, don't be, you know, because when I got my modes where I'm more introverted, just don't fuck with me, don't bother me. I don't feel like talking. Then I got other modes where I'm just like, hey, I'm the life of the party guy, okay? But you know, I just noticed that openness, and I know with a lot of Leos, depending on what they've also been through in life, because some people are more just observant and stuff like that. But if you're a Leo, you definitely have that look at me type of that's in there. Prego, it's in there. Okay, so now we also have here a King of Diamonds. Okay, but this king is having problems. Okay, this king is having problems. So, you know what this is also telling me, though, too? Part of the whole jumping thing is to make what is truly important to you the most paramount thing. Don't be afraid of that. Okay? Stop putting other people. It's a healthy selfishness. Okay? Now, some people accuse Leos of being very selfish at times, and it can be very me, 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 me. Okay? Look at me, look at me. Look what I can do. You know? But when it comes to you, but everybody knows that Leo's got a very huge heart, and sometimes those people who know how to take advantage of people with bleeding hearts, they can just hook, line, and sinker your ass and drag you along. I've seen shit with Leos that lasts for years that shouldn't have lasted, you know, in whatever type of situations because of that bleeding heart syndrome that Leos are known to have, that bleeding heart syndrome. Okay, but one thing that's also coming through here is about finally allowing yourself, giving yourself permission to live life from what is most important for you, to you. Because whoever this is applying to, I feel like there's somebody codependent. I just see them like they're hanging on you. And it's almost like, okay, okay. It's like, okay, all right, and you're trying to be the righteous Leo guy or girl. But this is about dominion. And part of also with dominion is a pecking order. Okay, if you're not living up to your truest standards, if you're not loot living on own terms, and whatever that's I made that up 2 years ago when I examined my own values, and I found that that was number one: living on own terms. Loot, baby, because it's just as good, if not more powerful than money. All right. um so that is also translating here. There's somebody here that's sinking into debt very fast. Okay, it seems to be going faster and faster now. Okay, a lot of problems there. Okay, so there's a deficit though, but what the hidden influence here is telling me is these things that are important to you, and it does not matter what anybody says about it. Okay, because some of you Leos are too dependent on the perception of your perception. I gotta make it look good, but it's like you broke as fuck. You know what I mean? All that flashy, splashy shit, okay? But behind that, for some, not all, but for some, there's nothing there. It's all show. It's all just whatever. And I think that many of you now, especially with this whole the vibration of planet coming up, like you're starting to look past all that shit. Even when it comes to you used to be all Mr. Splash about it, Mr. Drip Splash or Mrs. Drips or whatever. But now it's like you're starting when you're alone, you're starting to realize it's about what's important to me and like where's my substance at. Like I've been just. So let's see the points of power, and then we'll be out of here. Okay. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. For some of you too, it's not just about one particular thing, okay? Because I see here that there is a way, uh, and I know this is not necessarily a point of power, but somebody here is going to be finding out that they're a father or a mother relatively soon. Okay, this is the manifestation. This is heart. Man, woman, child, three. That just came up too, so I had to say that. If it comes up, I gotta say it. Okay, but managing also, partaking in. When people hear passion, a lot of times people always seem to assume it's one thing. You can be passionate about being passionate. You can be passionate about a lot of different things. Okay, so I see here that what is also going to benefit you right about now is a little bit of variety of passion. Okay, don't be afraid to spread it around a little bit. And yes, that may also apply to relationships. Of course, I'm not one to preach about this is not a channel for morality, okay? But do also know that what you reap, you will sow. As far as reaction, or every action has a reaction. That's what I mean. Not as far as like there's some thing or person named Karma who's sitting there writing down everything you do, and it's like, oh, you did this, okay, we're gonna make sure you slap somebody, okay, bam, now make sure you get. No, I'm not talking about that. I don't subscribe to that shit. Okay, if you do, fine, whatever. I'm not. It's not a debate. I don't subscribe to that shit. Okay, but I do believe in cause and effect, and setting something in action will beget a reaction. So please be careful how you tread with this if this is about relationships for you. Okay, now also this is all. There is something to be said here for you, especially Leo. You're gonna be quite the motherfucker if you get this one. This is about self introspection and clarity concerning your emotions. Okay, concerning your emotions, and especially also heavy. What are your heavy? What are you heavily interested in? Because they also uh, give clues to other aspects of you. You're not just passionate about them, or very interested or fascinated about them for no reason. There's a reason for it. There's your reason. You have to start playing detective now. It will pay off in spades, believe me. For those of you who actually take the time and are brave enough to do so, because sometimes the water gets a little rough. You might get in certain areas that are very uncomfortable. Most people will do anything but that. So, just saying, all right, just saying. The other points about our here, I think you guys are also running some outdated programs, data, as far as what was important. You've just been so used to going, going, going. You haven't stopped to take a look, which also goes back with this. This is intimately tied up. They're 69 and they're banging it out. You know what I'm saying? They're banging it out. This right here, the 10 of diamonds. Okay, you see the 10 of diamonds is, yeah. See, I don't know if you can see the mark there. It's reverse. That indicates it's reverse. Okay, so uh, being that this is more like a point of power, this is more of a point of great leverage for you. I think it's time to check what actually is important to you again. I think you need to do a re up again. I think you need to recheck that shit. Okay, because if you're still going off of just an outdated idea, because that's what I've been doing for the last 4 years, and I haven't actually checked in with myself to see if this is actually what the fuck I still want to do, and if I want to be honest, because some of you have already invested a lot of time and energy in certain things, but you're afraid to admit to yourself that I'm not into this no more. So it's almost like I got to keep going because I've already invested time, money, effort, maybe even sacrificed a relationship or something because you were so busy doing this it affected your relationship. So like all this has you put this all in a pot and stir it up, and it's like, well, I can't quit now, this and that. But what are you really going for? You know, if that's not you no more, if it's not important to you no more, you have to say stop, and you got to be honest with yourself, and you got to find what is important to you. Okay, what is important to you is closely related to your why. Okay, and the why aspect is what's going to really, it's gonna work some super powerful magic. So, anyways, this has been Shango Ray doing his Shangodiac. Well, let me check in the comments here real quick. Marie, Sagittarius waiting to hear. I already did Sagittarius, baby. Loretta Deeds, what's going on with you? Miss Voorhees, hey. I see ya. I see ya. Champagne. Let's pop some champagne there, huh? Rachel, what's going on? What? Gracias. Appreciate it. Let me see. Amanda Bryant. Wait on you to do Capricorn. Possibly tomorrow there, Amanda. But yeah, Aisha. Hey, Aisha. Yes, people do take y'all for granted. It happens. Because when you're too open, it's like having the door open with no screen door. Yeah, you're gonna get fresh air, you might get this and that, but you let it start getting dark and shit, you're gonna get mosquitoes and shit. You're gonna be sleeping and hearing that shit. It's like fuck, I shouldn't have left the door open. Or at least should have had the screen closed. You gotta have a screen, discernment, some type of way to not all people are good people, and that's just a fact about it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Sunflower Girl, this was Leo. Oh, I appreciate you, Loretta. You should be getting your Gree in the mail too. Okay, all those who did the 9 day ritual, who opted for the Mojo bag, y'all should be getting it sometime this week. Some of you a little bit longer because y'all are in other countries, and I don't know about customs and shit. So how long that takes or slows it down. And I'm gonna do a video on how to activate the the Mojo bag, most likely tomorrow. Okay, so that's all. Peace, love, and I will be back tomorrow. Okay, I love y'all, and those of you. Oh yeah, you can get your own very psychic email reading if you want. Okay, you can look on the description box. All the information is there. Click the little arrow somewhere over there, and you'll see the information come out, and then you can get your own psychic email reading where you can ask more specific questions tailored for you. I do appreciate your time. Thank you. And if you have ordered a psychic email reading, you'll be getting it sometime soon. Remember, it is on a first come first serve basis, and I do say on the website allow 3 to 5 business days. That's not including the weekend. Business days, but I do like to get them done as quick as I can because I don't like having people wait too long because I like to get them they shit. Okay, so peace, blessings, and we'll be back tomorrow with some more for you.